guys, just dive into the Word of God. Today is going to be our last day in Romans 12. And then we are going to move on to Romans 13, I believe. I'll talk to my boss about that. But if you have your Bibles or the Bible app, please join us in the book of Romans, chapter 12, 14 through 21. Also a reminder, if you have the Bible app and you're using it, you can find our church and YouTube YouVersion live events. And I have all your verses and all your notes on the Bible app for you. Just look up True Harvest Christian Fellowship and it'll pop up on the events tab. Romans 12, 14 through 21. It's awesome. This time we're actually going to stay in Romans 12, 14 through 21 the whole time. So you don't got to jump around your Bibles and try to find the different chapters. I know that could be frustrating coming from a Southern Baptist church. We went through 100 Bible verses and we had to jump through and we would always race to see if you got to the verse first. All right. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Mourn with those who mourn. Live in harmony with one another. Do not be proud, but be willing to associate with people of low position. Do not be conceited. Do not repay anyone evil for evil. Be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everyone. If it is possible, as far as depending on your life and on you. Live at peace with everyone. Do not take revenge, my dear friends, but leave room for God's wrath. For it is written, it is mine to avenge. I will repay, says the Lord. On the contrary, if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him something to drink. In doing this, you will heap burning coals on his head. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. Man, I love that last verse. Man, that's awesome. Alright, yesterday I went to lunch with some family. It was actually a big blessing because, can I say it, Brian? Brian got reunited with his son last week, and we actually went to lunch with his son. It was amazing. There was actually a Facebook miracle. It's crazy how Facebook does it to people. His son found on Facebook, a long lost son, and it was great. He played with his grandkids. They were playing football in the backyard. It was a big miracle. But yesterday I went to lunch at this Mexican restaurant, local, Las Vegas. I think almost everyone here knows it. Most people do in this room. There's a waitress lady who looked completely unhappy. Like even Tamara said something. Like this lady was like, "Oh, funny was the table," and Tamara was like, "Oh, she looks happy to be here at work." And she was just so she had that face like she was just completely unhappy to be there. And it's I know that work's work, but it's just the face, Doesn't that bug you when you go to any fast food, even a fast food place? I know that fast food, they get paid minimum wage and stuff, but it's still you gotta put at least a facade on. Here's your hamburger, When they're all angry looking, you're man, you're kind of killing my meal here. Give me my taco happies, It bugs me, especially I work in the public industry. I work for the school bus, and there's days when I'm not happy, but I go on the bus, I get to that bus stop, I'm like, "Good morning," and then I pull away, I'm like, but as my parents see me, I'm smiling, I'm like, "Good morning," come on the bus, Billy, and then I pull away, and then, I kind of get that resting face, okay. Next bus stop, "Good morning." It bugs me because even if you're getting paid a little bit of money, you're still getting paid something, and there's a lot of people looking for jobs. Anyway, and in reality, that's a part of the job, especially in public relations. If you're selling retail, working in fast food, or anything to do with the public, your personality, how you interact with the customer is a part of your job. It is critical. You don't want to go to the store here, whatever, here's your groceries. I'm going to toss your grocery bag in the basket. You don't want to go to a place like that. And on the contrary, if you go to a restaurant, a sit-down restaurant, and you have a waiter or a waitress who's just awesome and on fire, they're just so happy. Honestly, I'll give them a tip. You can ask Cameron, I'm really 50. I'm feeling $3. But if they're really nice, I'm like, yeah, here's $5. You just made my day by your friendliness and your happiness. As Christians, we have a way that we're supposed to interact with the public also. And a lot of people is a part of our transformation. So we're going to jump right to our first main point. It says, the intent of our actions gauges our relationship with God. Intent is everything. You know, why we're doing something. It's so critical. Intent is so critical. Why are you doing something defines who you are. Because you can be fake. Like I tell you, like, I'm on the school bus sometimes. I'm tired and I'm not feeling good. And I'm like, good morning. And then I float away. I'm like, you know, but why I'm doing that good morning is because I'm being friendly, because I'm thankful to have a job. So that's not intent. It's not because I'm really happy. So let's go into the Bible again, Romans 12:14. We're going to digest this whole section verse by verse and just really digest it. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse. I like how he says that. It says bless. He rephrases that same phrase twice because he wants you to get it. Bless. Bless. He has to say it twice because he knows we're human. This is why God's doing this for us. Why is this? Why? You know, God's a God of love. We got to remember John 3:16. You know, it says Christ died for the world. He gave his only begotten. God gave his only begotten Son so the world can be redeemed. God loves the world. That's why he gave Christ. He's trying to save the world. So he wants us to be like him. He wants, you know, when we're blessing people, we don't do it because we're like crazy, like, oh man, thank you for being awesome. Thank you for this hating me. I love that. Our intention should be because we love God more than we hate that person. And that's what we got to really think about. Do we love God more than we hate people who are persecuting? Because that is a critical thing to think about. Because honestly, especially nowadays Christianity is getting to the point where people are just fed up of it. The world is rejecting Christianity big time. You know about the Facebook groups. I'm on a group called Mary the Talk. And this lady was saying, I'm looking for a good church that's not too religious and stuff. At first I'm like, well, I don't know what that means. A church is not religious. And so I just said, you know what, I'm just going to throw true artists out there. And you know how when you put a post on Facebook, it gives you notifications every time people do it. And I guess in Temecula, there's a center for spiritual growth. It's like a church for everything. And I'm like, what? As I looked at it, it's not a Christian church. It's just, they're spiritual. Because that's the new millennial thing. We're spiritual. So I looked at the church website. I'm on the Center for Spiritual Growth. What's this? And they're like, come as you are. We're just going to be spiritual together. I don't know what that means. You know, just pay me your money and you can just be happy and we can be our own spiritual. I feel spiritual. You know, you just go there and you're like, I just feel so spiritual right now. Well, I didn't know what that means, but the scary thing was 3 out of 4 people recommended this place of spiritual growth. Center for Spiritual Growth, and like Temecula or something like that. And I'm like, what? That's crazy. And they're like, yeah, no judgments there. You come as you are. Do what you want to do it. And the Bible talks about that. You know, it talks about that in Timothy. It talks about prophets who tickle your ears. And it's funny because you see that come in the fold because, you know, even like 10, 15 years ago, you wouldn't really see something like that. A Center for Spiritual Growth. We're just going to spiritualize you. You don't got to worry about God trying to make you change. It is spiritual. Just come on in. Give us your money. We're spiritual. You know, maybe I should do that because we'll fill our church up faster. I'll say, you're spiritual. Go home with your offering. Spiritual. Okay. But the truth is, God wants us to transform. And it's just crazy to see that. You know, he loves the world and he wants the world to come to Christ so that they can be redeemed. That's why he gave his only begotten Son. That's why Christ came down on earth so that he could save people. Because he wants to save the world. It's crazy when we think about that. And it's crazy how much the world's rejecting us. But the thing about the rejection, they look. And the bad thing is, there's Christians who are fallen, who will attack. You go on any controversial thing and you're like, oh, you're going to hell! And you're like, whoa, are you a Christian or something? Why are you getting so aggressive? Or did God give you like endowment to judge people now, like put them in hell? You know, and I gotta explain it though. People who are non-believers, they always quote that verse saying, don't judge me, because, judge and not be judged. You know, the thing is, we're not supposed to judge non-believers because God's going to judge them. But believers, we can judge. Out of friendliness. Not like, oh, you're a demon. Right? We judge like, you kind of go on straight a little bit, but we do it out of love. That's the difference. So we are the judge, but we're supposed to judge internally as a church, believers. And it's supposed to be a righteous judgment, not like, oh man, you see about this guy? But anyway, God wants us all to come to Him, and God wants us to, we got to transform. God wants us to transform, and that's what this is about. So it's saying, when God's telling us He wants us to bless those who persecute us, He's trying to show us that, naturally when someone tries to attack you, you're like, what? I know in middle school in San Bernardino, back then, the biggest thing to start a fight was say, your mama. I remember those little middle school kids with their pants down to their ankles back then, and were sagging. They're like, what are you up for? You're stupid, you said this stuff, and then they're like, this talking, but then it's your mama. They're like, what? With their ankles, their pants on their ankles, they're like, what? And I'm like, oh. Don't say your mama, because they look crazy. And they used to always, they would try to provoke me, and I used to always make fun of them, like intellectually, because I had this friend who was like a geek, and he taught me how to be a geek too. So like, they would say, oh, your mom's fat. And I'm like, no, she's fat, what am I going to do? And they're like, look at me like, you're a nutcase. They want me to go like, what, are you calling mama? It's not true. It's just, that's how it was though. But when we bless those who persecute us, it really fills them up. And even in a non-biblical sense. Like, I don't want to take too much time, but the kids are still making crap, so we got time. We're not going to this through, I promise you. When I was in, I think it was 5th grade. My mom was a single mom. We were one of the richest people. And I remember this one time, these kids were teasing me on the playground. They're like, you're poor. And I was smart. I ain't telling my mom about this. I'm like, they're like, you're poor. And I said, yeah, so what? I'm poor. What are you going to do about it? And the kid was just dumbfounded because he thought I was in like, no, I'm not. Don't talk about me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm poor. And they're like, oh my God. And they felt bad because they actually give me a box of clothes and stuff because they feel sorry because they didn't know how to respond to me saying, yeah, basically. But it was crazy. Like, that's what it's like when we I was even like a strong believer back then, but following this command, it just shows you bless those who persecute you. Bless them and do not curse them. And things crazy happening because people can't take that. Because people want fire with fire. And when you do that, you're living a godly life. You're showing an example in your life. Let's go on to Romans 12:15. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Mourn with those who mourn. Oh man. God wants us to experience life with each other. The ups and the downs. When two people become married, the Bible says they become one flesh. We all, we know that. Because they become one individual. I want to share something else with you. When you come to a church and become a part of a church family, we become the body of Christ, so we become united in a way too. Not like married people, because that'd be kind of creepy, but we become united as a body of Christ. We become one thing, and we should have genuine love and affection for each other. In Acts, they talk about the church that had over 5,000 people, and it said they were of one heart. Imagine 5,000 people genuinely caring about each other. That'd be crazy nowadays. It's hard to get a church of 100 that care about each other. But that's what the church is called to do. We're the body of Christ. We are supposed to be His feet, His hands. We are the representatives of Christ here on earth. And we are supposed to be united. And we're supposed to share life with each other. We're supposed to share the praise reports. We're supposed to be like, God bless me this way. And we're supposed to share the sad moments. Like someone passes, we should be there for each other and say, you know what? God's with them, they knew Christ. We got to be there for each other because the thing is, the more we grow with God, the more the world's going to reject us. I can tell you some experience. I had friends I used to hang out with when I was like 21, and now they look at me and they're like, oh, there's a preacher guy. And I don't go carrying on a Bible smacking them in the face or nothing like that, but they're like, oh man. Because they get that conviction. People look at your word like, oh yeah, you're a Christian. I'm sorry for saying the F word. Oh, sorry. And they get all weird about it. It gets weird. So, let's go on to Romans 12:16. It says, live in harmony with one another. Do not be proud, but be willing to associate with people of low position. Do not be conceited. I like that. Don't be conceited. Alright. Have you ever heard that expression of living like Christ? Like, we live a Christ-like life. In the world, we have different socio-economical divisions that people in the world focus on. It's true. There's people, even in the middle class, there's like a lower middle class, a middle class, a higher middle class. But even the rich people, they have these little things like, oh yeah, I got one yacht, I got 2 yachts, I got an island, I'm really rich. We got these different classes, and the thing is, that is the flesh. The flesh focuses on it. It causes division, and in our flesh, it's kind of awkward sometimes. Like, sometimes we see a homeless person, and we're like, oh, he's a homeless person. It's crazy, like, when we think about how we divide ourselves. It's kind of like we herd ourselves like cattle, and we kind of divide ourselves. We have these little divisions that try to form in place, and we can't be doing that. And as humans, we put the strong emphasis on this class. God doesn't want this, because, I want you to think about this. If you judge someone else, if you see a homeless person and be like, oh man, I don't want to talk to him. Think about this. God's so much greater than you. God, you can't tell God, we're just like ignorant. We can't even be on the same wavelength as God. We're like so far gap from God. But God came down to our level to bring us up to Him. So when we see that homeless person and we're like, oh man, that guy's homeless, it's weird. We gotta remember that God's way up here, and He came down to us. And we should do the same thing with the people. We should love the people who are in a lower socio-economical class than us. We shouldn't see the world in those kind of eyes, because that's the eyes of the world. The eyes of the world like to categorize things. Like, even you see this in high school. You get the punker kids, you have the rocker kids, you have the hip hop kids, the rap kids, and they hang in these little groups, and it's crazy when you think about it, but the world categorizes you. They want you to fit in a label, a cookie-cutter shape. And people don't understand that. When they come to church, they want the same mentality. They want to fit in a cookie-cutter shape, like, I'm a Christian, okay, so I should do this. The thing is, like I talked about last week, we don't need to do that. God made us all unique, and He put us in different classes, different logics, different backgrounds, so we can all come together and do different functions. If our body was all arms and we had no legs, no torso, it'd be awkward. We just have a bunch of arms and we won't be able to do anything. But we have feet, we have legs, we have arms, we have our torso, we have our neck, our head, and it all functions differently as one unit. And that's how the church is meant to be. And there's no rich or poor heaven, guys. So we got to think about it. There's not a rich heaven, like, yeah, we're in the middle class heaven, here's a lower class heaven. People joke around about that stuff. They say, like, well, here's a Pentecostal heaven, because they're like a lot of the party. The Baptist heaven over here, they're like sitting down. It's not like that. There's no divisions in heaven. There's one heaven, one God. We get rewards for doing good things, but we're still one heaven. So, I want to continue on, guys. Romans 12:17. Do not repay anyone evil for evil. Be careful what you do is right in the eyes of God. This is a deep one too, guys. I want us to really digest this one. It's easy for us to say, oh, you want to mess with me? I'm going to get you back. Watch. This is embedded in our minds from a little kid. Little kids on the playground. I see it all the time, like on the school bus, little kids. I see a kid push a kid. I said, why'd you push him? He's like, well, he pushed me first. And it's just evil for evil. It happens from a young age. We got to change up out of that. We got to understand that God got us, and anything that bad happens to us from another individual, God has our back. So we shouldn't try to take things in our own hands, because God's going to protect us. And the second part of that phrase is really deep too. This is what we got to really digest. Be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everyone. Okay, this is not saying try to get along with everyone. It's saying do right in the eyes of everyone. And why is this such an important thing? We go to our next main point. We are representatives of Christ. This is why it is important for us to do what is right in the eyes of everyone. Because people are going to see you, and you might be the only Bible that someone sees. I know I have a lot. I work for Henry Unified School District. There's like thousands of employees there. I'm sure that there's people who aren't believers, and I'm sure that people will start noticing I'm a believer. And just like in the other bus that I used to work at, people will notice, and people will look at you, and they want to catch one thing you do wrong, because they want to blame that on God and say, "That's why I don't go to church." Because look at him, he's a hypocrite. So we, unfortunately, are representatives of Christ. Even though we are flesh and we are flawed and we are humans, we are the representatives of Christ. So everything bad you do, especially if you're up in the limelight, if you're in front of the church, people are going to say, oh, you're up there, you're teaching Bible study, and you see these bad words and stuff. Look at your Facebook page. It has all these profanities and stuff on it. And you call yourself a Christian? What's going on? People will judge you. The non-believers will judge you even more. And they'll use it to justify their sin. So it's very critical for us as we progress in our relationship with God to understand that we represent Christ. The more we get close to Christ, the more people are going to try to find our flaws to excuse their not being in a relationship with Christ. Alright guys, let's go to Romans 12:18. If it is possible, as far as depends on you, live in peace with everyone. Oh man, woo, this is a deep one. Okay, this doesn't say Christians. This doesn't say people who aren't Muslims. This doesn't say that. You know, in Hemet, there's a lot of weird churches. There's like the Scientology, we have like Christian Science. And I know, I've gotten a few conversations with the Mormons because the Mormons try to attack me. And I'm like, and Tamara, we used to live in this apartment in Winchester, and Tamara used to get so mad because these little 18-year-old boys on their bicycles, little Mormon missionaries. One day, I was keeping this verse in mind. One day I was taking a trash out, I was in my pajamas, and these guys are on their bicycles, their helmets, and their little name tags, you know. They're like, hi! And then they started talking to me, they're like, you need help with anything? We can help you. And I said, no, I'm fine, thank you. I have my little dog, because we only had one dog back then. I'm like, I'm pinned, I can't run, I can't get away from you guys. And I'm like, God, I don't want to tear these guys up right now. Help me be nice. And then they're like, have you ever been to the Mormon church before? And I said, I'm not going to lie. I'm like, yeah, I've been to the Mormon church before. They're like, really? So are you a Mormon? I'm like, no, I'm not a Mormon. And they're like, were you baptized Mormon? I'm like, yeah, I was baptized in the Mormon church. And they're like, really? Who baptized you? And I'm like, there was Elder Burt and Elder Murdoch. I remember that. I don't know why I remember that still. Those are the two missionaries that came to our house back in the day. The Mormon missionaries. And they're like, oh, he still works in the church. Oh, they got all excited. They're like, so why did you leave the Mormon church? And I'm like, God, don't let them keep asking questions. I'm going to have to get a sword fight with them right now. And I'm like, I don't got a choice. I said, because you guys have weird beliefs. Like, and then you see their face. Like, these two teenagers are like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I follow the Bible. I don't follow the Book of Mormon. And they're like, the Book of Mormon is another testament of Christ. And I'm like, yeah, but this illiterate gold miner forged his book. He said he found these tablets in the mountains and stuff, and he made his book 200 years ago. And you know why I can't trust it? I told him, I said, because if I had a Bible, because you know how you guys know how I preach. I preach in a funny, kind of straightforward, casual way. I say if I had the whole Bible in my hand, I gotta write the second book of Daniel right now. And I gotta say, you know what? Every time you order a pizza, you gotta get 2 slices of pizza to me. And I'll be like, yes, the second book of Daniel. God gave me a testament. Daniel 2. They're like, what? No, that's a testament of Christ. Well, no. If I had the whole Bible, it's easy for me to add to it. I can say that this verse actually means this. Joseph Smith, he had the whole Bible when he wrote the Book of Mormon. And look, that's not true! They built it 400 BC, but the Catholic Church destroyed it. And I'm like, oh, the Catholic Church, oh my gosh, guys, you guys believe that? I'm like, the Catholic Church did the Crusades and stuff, they did stuff back then. But you can't blame the Catholic Church for everything. That's a good excuse, though. So, no, it's true. I'm like, well, how can you prove it, though? We can't prove it. The Catholic Church destroyed the books. I'm also, how do you know that the books are there originally? And how do you know that Joseph Smith got revealed the books? How do you know he's not making it up? We just ask you to pray and ask God to show you that the Book of Mormon is real. I'm like, well, show me what I say in the Bible. To pray and see if it sounds real. And they're like, the little teenagers, they got nervous and they said, well, God bless you. And they rode away on their bikes and they couldn't argue. I'm like, I'm like, oh, and then Tamara's, my wife, is all like, don't fight the Mormons, come on. I'm like, they got me in a corner. I couldn't not defend myself. I didn't know. I was really nice about it. And they're like, really? And then there was other bikes in there that avoided me. They started staring at me and the the Mormons and Jehovah's Witnesses, God bless their heart. They really try to be out there evangelizing, but they can't handle the truth when we reveal it to them. I've had a Jehovah's Witness tell me that I was lost and I was going to go to hell. Because I explained to her, because she said that we were unbiblical because we have a youth group in my old church. And I'm like, well, do you talk to your teenagers about mortgage and bills? They're like, no. And I explain to them everything, and then I show them the verse where it talks about God lives in heaven and our words is footstool, and they couldn't even argue with that. I'm like, so did God move to earth? Anyway, so those guys are fun. So if as long as possible, we try to live in peace with everyone. That means people are false believers. We don't have to argue with them because we know what's right. There's going to come a day when everyone faces God and they're like, whoa, you were wrong. We can try to share them in love, but as far as possible, we don't want to be confrontational. There's no need to argue because if someone's really set in their ways, it's going to take God to change them. And we can pray for them and we can share with them as God leads us, but don't try to Bible bash because that gets you nowhere. Let's go to Romans 19-20. Do not take revenge, my dear friends, but leave room for God's wrath, for it is written, it is mine to avenge. I will repay, says the Lord. On the contrary, if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him something to drink. In doing this, he will heap burning coals on his head. Isn't this the truth, guys? Like I said before, it's so common for us to want to take revenge. But when we just give it to God, and when we come into love, people can't understand that. There's been countless times where I was evangelizing, and someone got hostile towards me, and I kept my demeanor calm. And I said, well, the Bible says this, I'm just telling you out of love. And they can't understand it because they get upset. They're like, well, you are Bible bashing, I'm like, well, God bless you, I understand your opinion. Just, get out of my face, you kind of spit on my face a little bit, just keep toning down like 10 levels. And they're like, what? There's no need for us to get aggressive and scream at people and stuff. We can keep it calm and we do good deeds. We be friendly to them because that kills them. Like it says in the Bible, it says it keeps burning coals on our head. And I've seen this happen. I was telling you about the Jehovah's Witness lady who was really trying to get me. She got me for 3 months trying to evangelize me, giving me all the literature and everything. And at the end of it, she was screaming at me. And I'm like, well, God bless you. I pray that you come to this room someday. And she's like, you're going to hell. You're condemned. I'm like, God bless you. And she's like I thought she was going to stroke or something. I felt bad for her because she just couldn't comprehend why I wasn't getting heated with her and screaming the Bible in her face or nothing like that. But it's so true. If you try it out, you will see it. People just can't react to that because they want to fight fire with fire. People can't comprehend that. All right, let's go to this might be my favorite verse, Romans 12:21. This is a deep verse here, guys. So deep. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. This could go in so many contexts. This could be us getting tempted into sin. This could be someone trying to attack us. This verse really wraps up the whole sermon today. It's one verse. Don't be overcome by evil, but overcome evil by doing good. We don't fight hate with hate. We fight hate with love. When people attack Christianity, we gotta be the bigger person. We gotta be calm demeanor. We gotta take it and be like, God bless you. Because people can't argue with love. The Bible says God is love. So when we show love to people who persecute us, and when people try to attack us, and people try to just hurt us in any fashion, we show them love. They can't fight with that eventually, because God works through love. That's why the church is getting to the state where it is now, because a lot of times, honestly, the church is kind of lacking in love. We're not going out into the community. One of the saddest things is, and I know my grandmother's church had a missionary from Africa, Ethiopia. And you think about that, because it's a third world country. They're barely surviving. They're eating like $2 a day. They're barely surviving. But they feel the need to send a missionary from that third world country to our rich country, one nation under God, America. That should be a wake-up call to all of us. This poor country, sending missionaries here to help us find God. So it's like, what is going on with America? We were one nation under God. We were founded by the people, and they're sending missionaries over here to help our messed up system. And these are poor people who can't even barely afford to eat, and they're paying for missionaries to come over here. That just makes me dumbfounded. The thing about that, I think he's from Ethiopia. He's from a poor part of Africa. And he came over here to help us find God because we are lacking. And it's showing us that people are choosing the world over God. And the problem is that we're not showing love. That's what I want to do when we go out and evangelize. That's why I want to go and pay for the car wash. Because we're showing love. Maybe you don't know that people are going through. We need to be caring about people in our lives. We got to care about the needs they have. We don't know people. If someone walks in that door from outside, we don't know what they're going through in their life. We don't know the struggles. We don't know, maybe domestic violence, maybe finances. There's so much that goes on. And people, in general, we're good at hiding stuff. But when we show the love of God, that transforms, because God is love. And when we show love to people, sincere, deep, compassionate love, that takes down barriers, guys. That lets the Holy Spirit go and penetrate. I know that's what transformed me. When I was 21 years old, going to parties, playing in nightclubs trumpet, a pastor showed me love, and he didn't convict me. He didn't say, "You're going to hell, you alcoholic party animal, fornicator." He didn't do that. He talked to me as a human being, and that love got me. That love saved me, and that's what we got to do. The best way to evangelize is to love people. People in sin, we show them love. People who, no matter what sin they're in, show them love. Let God transform them. We stand firm in our beliefs, but we show them love. And if they get aggressive, we do this first. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good, guys. Let's love this world. Let's love Him, man. Let's love Riverside County, San Bernardino County. Let's love this region. Let's show the love of Christ. We could be that small church. This is a small church. But I want to tell you guys something. It was a small stone that took down Goliath. A small stone that took him down, a giant with all the armor and a big shield. So we could be a small stone in this big thing of big boulders, and we could do a big impact for this community. So I pray that we pray for him and we pray for those around us. I ask you guys to join me in a word of prayer, guys. Dear God, thank you so much for everything you've done for us. Thank you for the love you show all of us. As we remember today on the communion, we do that in your honor, remembering what you did for us on the cross, God. I just pray, Lord, that you please help us with our hearts so that we can love others the way that you want us to love, and show it the love, and let the Holy Spirit work through all of us, God. Let it come upon us as we go into the world. Let us be your messenger. Let us be your feet, your hands, your eyes. Let us just be your body like we're supposed to be. And let us love the world like we used to. Back in the old days, the church was a hospital. The church was an orphanage. The church was everything. But now, a lot of churches are becoming social clubs. So I pray that you help us take your love beyond these four walls and go out into the world, and into the community, into Hinman, into the car wash on the 18th, and show your love, God. We do it for your glory. Help us do it for you, Lord. Help us. And those, if someone's in here, they don't know that you love them, Lord, I pray that you just penetrate their heart right now, God, and show them your love. Show them your mercy and kindness. Thank you so much for your love, God. Thank you for your sacrifice on the cross. I pray that you just bless us, God, and just keep us safe as we travel home today. And just bless this community and help us all, God. Help him, help the United States come back to you, God. Bless the churches out here. Help them teach your word. We give you the glory in Jesus' precious name we pray. Amen. All right, guys, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord turn his face upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace, guys. God bless you.